Why does money seem to chase certain people? Why does it feel like the rich keep getting richer, while everyone else keeps running in circles? Is it luck? Is it timing? Is it some secret club you were never invited to? Or is there a game being played that most people never learned the rules to? Today, we are breaking down the 3 most important secrets to mastering the money game. Not surface-level advice. Not skip your morning coffee nonsense. Real principles. Principles that explain why money attracts more money. Principles that explain why some people multiply wealth almost effortlessly. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll see exactly how to apply these secrets in your own life starting today. Let's begin with a hard truth. There are 2 financial worlds, 2 mentalities, 2 completely different operating systems. And the one you run determines everything. The first secret to mastering the money game is understanding the difference between a scarcity mindset and an abundance mindset. This is not motivational fluff. This is economic psychology. A scarcity mindset believes money is limited. It believes there is never enough. It believes if someone else wins, you must lose. It believes opportunities are rare. And because of that belief, it reacts with fear. Fear leads to anxiety. Anxiety leads to poor decisions. Poor decisions lead to toxic debt, impulse purchases, and living to impress others. Scarcity spends to feel better. Abundance invests to become better. Let that sink in. A scarcity mindset chases trends. It buys what looks rich. It copies what appears successful. It tries to project wealth instead of building it. You've seen it. The leased luxury car, the designer clothes on credit, the expensive dinners posted on social media. It's performance. It's a costume. But underneath, the bank account tells a different story. Now contrast that with abundance. An abundance mindset understands that money flows. It comes through skills, through relationships, through investments, through value creation. Abundance doesn't panic when money leaves. It asks where that money is being planted. Because here's the metaphor that changes everything. Money is a seed, and seeds are useless in storage. A seed sitting in a warehouse does nothing. A seed in the ground, nurtured and cultivated, multiplies. If you keep your money locked in fear, it never grows. If you plant it wisely, it expands. Abundance understands delayed gratification. Scarcity craves instant gratification. Scarcity buys happiness. Abundance builds capability. Scarcity replays the past. Abundance bets on the future. Scarcity says, I was happiest 5 years ago. Abundance says, the best opportunities haven't happened yet. Scarcity dreads Monday. Abundance sees Monday as leverage. This difference sounds subtle, but it changes your financial destiny. Let me give you an example. Imagine 2 people receive a $10,000 bonus. Person 1 upgrades their lifestyle immediately. New phone, new watch. Gone in 60 days. Person 2 allocates the money strategically. Some goes into learning a new skill, some into investments, some into building a small business. 5 years later, who has momentum? This is not about being cheap. It's about being strategic. Now, let's move deeper. The second secret to mastering the money game is this. Access changes everything. When you have capital, you gain options. When you have options, you gain leverage. And leverage multiplies wealth. Let me show you how money literally attracts more money. Imagine in 2013, you had $50,000 available to invest. Bitcoin was around $5. Most people laughed at it. It looked risky. It looked insane. It looked like gambling. But here's the key. Only people with excess capital could afford to take that risk. When your survival depends on every dollar, you cannot gamble. But when your basic needs are secured, you can allocate a small percentage to asymmetric opportunities. Fast forward. That $50,000 becomes life-changing money. Now, was that luck? Partially, but it was also positioning. Positioning requires surplus. Surplus requires discipline. Discipline requires mindset. Do you see the pattern? Money allows you to enter what I call the abundance lottery. Not the lottery where odds are 1 in millions, but calculated high-risk, high-reward investments, emerging technologies, undervalued stocks, early-stage creators, real estate in overlooked neighborhoods. Here's another example. Think about high-end car collectors. Most cars lose value, but limited edition vehicles, rare classics, they appreciate. Someone like Jay Leno doesn't just collect cars for fun, he collects appreciating assets disguised as hobbies. He enjoys them, drives them, maintains them, and over time, their value increases. His passion compounds. Your average car loses value the moment you drive it. His garage gains value every year. That is money attracting money. Let's talk about art. There was a painting once sold by an unknown artist for around $15,000. Years later, that same piece sold for over $100 million. Because someone had vision, and someone had capital, they planted money in creative soil. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's easy in hindsight. You're right. Hindsight is always clear. But here's the lesson. The wealthy don't need every investment to win. They need a few big winners, and they can afford multiple attempts. The average person cannot risk 10 investments to find one winner. The wealthy can, and every attempt increases their knowledge. Every investment teaches them. Even losses become education. Education compounds. Capital compounds. Networks compound. Which brings us to the third secret. Your environment determines your income ceiling. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is not a motivational quote. This is behavioral economics. Humans normalize what they see. If everyone around you struggles financially, struggle feels normal. If everyone around you invests, builds, and grows, growth feels normal. Rich people often gather with other rich people, not out of arrogance, but out of alignment. They share information. They share opportunities. They share capital. They partner. They collaborate. They build. When people know you have money and knowledge, business ideas come to you. You stop chasing deals. Deals start chasing you. Emails arrive. Messages appear. Invitations happen. Hey, I'm starting this company. Would you like to invest? Would you like to partner? Opportunities flow toward capital. This is another reason money attracts money. Reputation compounds. Status compounds. Trust compounds. If you are constantly negative, constantly complaining, constantly envious, guess what you attract? More negativity, more complaints, more scarcity. It becomes a loop. But if you are optimistic, proactive, skill-focused, and growth-oriented, you attract similar energy. Energy matters. Attitude matters. And here's the best part. Adjusting your attitude costs nothing. It's free. Monitor your complaints. Reduce your exposure to toxic people. Expand your circle intentionally. This does not mean abandoning old friends. It means elevating conversations. It means spending more time with people who challenge you. People who talk about ideas instead of gossip. People who talk about investments instead of problems. Now I want to challenge you with something uncomfortable. Imagine your life 5 years from now, if nothing changes. Same habits, same friends, same spending patterns, same mindset. What does your bank account look like? What does your stress level look like? Now imagine 5 years with intentional change, strategic investing, new skills, better relationships, controlled spending, clear goals. The gap between those two futures is decided today. Money mastery is not about earning more only. It's about becoming someone who handles money differently. Let's recap the 3 secrets in a deeper way. Secret number 1 is mindset. Scarcity reacts, abundance creates. Scarcity consumes, abundance cultivates. Secret number 2 is leverage. Capital creates access. Access creates opportunity. Opportunity creates exponential growth. Secret number 3 is environment. Your network influences your standards. Your standards influence your actions. Your actions influence your wealth. Now, let me give you a practical exercise. Go online and look up companies today worth billions. Then look at their stock price 15 years ago. You will see something shocking. At one point, they were cheap, almost ignored. What if someone had planted $1,000 back then? What if someone had planted $5,000? The point is not regret. The point is awareness. Opportunities always look small before they explode. Another exercise: audit your circle. Who drains you? Who disrespects you? Who uses you? Reduce exposure. Protect your mental bandwidth. Your focus is capital. Your time is capital. Your energy is capital. Guard them. And finally, write down 2 visions: where you are headed automatically and where you want to be intentionally. Then bridge the gap. Skill by skill, investment by investment, connection by connection. Let me tell you something powerful. The money game is not fair, but it is predictable. It rewards patience. It rewards strategy. It rewards emotional control. It rewards long-term thinking. It punishes impulsiveness. It punishes ego. It punishes comparison. The wealthy often look calm because they play a different timeline. They think in decades. Most people think in weekends. If you extend your timeline, your decisions improve instantly. Instead of asking, will this make me look successful today? Ask, will this increase my value in 10 years? That single shift can change everything. Money is not evil. Money is magnification. If you are generous, money amplifies generosity. If you are disciplined, money amplifies discipline. If you are reckless, money amplifies recklessness. So the real question is not, how do I get rich? The real question is, who am I becoming while I pursue wealth? Because money flows toward value, and value flows toward growth. When you plant money wisely, nurture skills consistently, and surround yourself with growth-minded people, you enter a cycle, a positive loop. Over time, this loop accelerates, and one day, people will say you were lucky. They will say you were in the right place at the right time. They will not see the mindset shifts. They will not see the sacrifices. They will not see the seeds you planted years earlier, but you will know. You will know you mastered the game. And here's the final truth. You don't need millions to start. You need discipline to begin. Start with what you have. Plant small seeds. Learn constantly. Elevate your circle. Think long-term. Protect your capital. And remember this: money does not run from you. It responds to you. It responds to your habits. It responds to your standards. It responds to your mindset. Master those 3 secrets, and you don't chase money. Money begins to chase you. That is how you dominate the money game. And the game starts now.